Boy. Yeah, the day before it gets really cold. This is actually addressed to Anonomous. Um, it's a group that, I've been wrong before a lot, but I feel, and I've been wrong about that too, but I feel they're a good force. I also feel they're really young. That's not a bad thing either. Um, uh, Anyhow, I got a lot of things to say. Um, I didn't actually talk to them directly. Rob Miley actually sent me something from them. And I think about them on a regular basis, considering they're on the TV occasionally. But the Devil's Mask, I really don't think they're the devil. But it's a good way to be anonymous. I'm Jeff Whitehawk, or no name. Neither of which is a real name. Quite anonymous. I did actually put out information about my real name in there somewhere. So for what it's worth, because I'm certainly not a target of theirs, but nonetheless, I said, if you be as good as you are at what you do, come seek me. Don't know whether or not you want a white wizard on your team or not, but I might be useful. I'm certainly not doing a heck of a lot being alone and just thinking, putting out this stuff. Being part of something larger than oneself with the same goals. See, I don't always know what your goals are. So far, I haven't seen you to be that evil. Most of the time, I think you're trying to do a good thing. And for what it's worth, I don't want to be your leader. I actually might like that, but there's certain things you got to do because you feel it, and I'm not saying I don't necessarily agree. You gonna do it anyhow. You ain't my dog. If I was your leader, you ain't my dog. I just might not be happy with what you do. Southern Cross. Gather around the young ones. They will make us strong. That's been being done for a long time, but it isn't necessarily the kids, it's the young ones. That's the 22 to 32 generally. That's where you have the most youthful energy. And you actually know something. With the internet and technology, the gifts Daddy's given us, those who are leading that organization now, and those who participate, man, they can do practically anything. Johnny said he is liquid technology. Yeah, I believe these guys are too. I just don't see myself going nowhere. My side be honest, I only work so far. You run into a lot of spider webs. What can you do? And then, shit. There's so many. I just follow the path that Daddy leads me on. They seem to understand a lot about what's going on, and I know Daddy told me a lot. In general, I would say non-violent, but be like a mirror. If it comes at you, send it back. Multiplied. Best they not know where you're at. That's anonymous. That's no name. Jeff Whitehawk. I'm just a phoenix. It hasn't been yet. It's going to get really cold over the next couple of days. The oil heater downstairs has got problems. somehow there's 6 inches of water or whatever, doesn't matter, a lot of water at the bottom of the tank. And like any tank, there's a riser. But when you dump fuel in there, it all mixes up, and then it gets in the filter, and it gets into the thing. And I done blended lines, and never enough. I got it working one day, and then the next day, it just won't even try. We have a very small house, which is really good when it comes to trying to stay warm. Constantly paying somebody to fix something bothers me. It should be good for quite a while if it was built well. My grandfather had somebody out to fix the damn heater every year. I'm sure they really loved that, and I really hated it. I wasn't paying the bill, I just thought it stunk. So right now we're living off of electric heat. We wanted to get a wood stove this year, but with all the things coming at us, taking our money, we don't make a lot. I mean, we watch the show Hoarders. Man, somehow these people are getting paid a lot, not doing much. Definitely above the working class. We do the work, and everybody else watches. It's necessary to have some of them. Probably, they all think all of them, but I don't know. Remember, I'm a smart worker. I have sight beyond sight. I think still the whole system has gotten out of hand in terms of greed. Charge what the market will bear and pay what it will bear. Yeah, you'll see a depression. You have. Look at her history. Yeah, that hurts. I gotta see a dentist. I don't have any money for that either. I gotta figure out a way around that too. I put it off until I can. And I still can, but I really do need to see a dentist. But I ain't got no money. And I ain't got no insurance. I'd lift up my lip and show you, but it would look like a zombie's mouth. It doesn't feel good that often. It feels bad. I wake up every morning with somebody fucking punching me in the face, and it hurts. My solution, I have tea tree oil, Malouk oil, and a pad. It both kills the bacteria and it kills pain to a degree. I can't chew much either. I ain't got no crowns. I got all the roots. I haven't lost those. I think I lost 1 or 2 roots. I haven't yanked. Johnny was talking about how he feels like, and that's okay, you know, some of the stuff he puts out there is like Sesame Street, but other times he doesn't sound like Sesame Street. So I'm like, you have many sides, Johnny, but I might need to find somebody else for the magazine. It's Sight Beyond Sight. And Joseph Prim asked, "What are you on, man?" And I said, "I'm on Old English number 3. And the next day, I figured out he was asking, was I tripping? Not yet. Not now. I did. It took that to free my mind. I've seen people try to get to where I was at, but they couldn't. Tripping does only what it can do. If it's free, if it frees you, fantastic. It can kill somebody else. It's a fact. It's poison. That reminds me of Dune. Yeah. The water of life. Only a few can really handle it, and probably not too many in time. Oh man. Again, I do this as a personal diary, and I know there's a few of you that watch it. That's okay. Now, so far I haven't gotten any negative responses. You would not be heard from again. At least by me. I mean, I ain't gonna kill you. I'll just block you. I'll never hear from you again. But just for the fun of the day, again, Anonymous, be respectful. I'll tell you when I'm awake. I don't start moving until about 2 p.m. And on my days off, we're out by 4. So, and don't be wearing the mask. You freak me out. I probably know who the fuck you are, but still. I just come as a Mormon missionary or something. I said that probably wouldn't answer the door. I had to one time, remember? That's what started all this, actually. Now, I had diaries for a long time, but this newest chapter, that's where it really began. I was like, I'm not sure I'm ready for it, but I gotta do what I gotta do, and if it's time, it's time. And that's where it began. There's more in that conversation, but that was the core of it. Blessing. Not just the old English or malt liquor. Strong beer, really. But it's actually not freezing right now, and it will be for the next week. We're going to try an infrared heater, $169 plus shipping. It tells you that it's supposed to be able to heat about 1,800 square feet. I think our house, I don't even know it's that big. We'll see. She wanted to look at one at Walmart. It was really pretty, but it didn't tell you nothing. It just said, I'm pretty, buy me. It didn't say that, but there's nothing about what it heats. It tells you it uses 1,500 watts. Doesn't say it was infrared. Doesn't say how many square feet it heats. And it doesn't have wheels, the one I like does. We're going to put it where the wood heater is going to go whenever we can finally afford to have it. Buy the pipes and get it installed. Last time I had to check on that, it ain't that much work. This guy at work, you know, he could probably do it for $100. They wanted more than that by a lot. I'm sure the worker got $100. I got a wash downstairs I gotta bring up too. I hate winter, you know. It has to be, but I really don't like it. Without it, we couldn't have the seasons, and Earth wouldn't be Earth and all that stuff. But as a human, I just don't like winter too much. At least not as a working class person. Though it sucked that the jet blew itself up, and that's my fault. It had nothing to do with their programming or anything. But you know, after all the misery of making a big mistake, I ended up with a Subaru Outback, and considering I have to drive for a living, at least I know I have a better chance of getting around than those who don't have to drive for a living. Still, a lot of people get stuck in it, but I lose money. You guys get some of you get sick days, personal days. My mom had that. Damn, I wish I did. Vacation pay. Oh, I did for a while. And I was a manager for about 4 years. I got all the goodies, and then they sold the market, and there goes all my goodies. I'm gonna show you a picture. Actually, it's gonna be a little bit of video, but I suppose I could do this too. It don't look as good in the dark, but it is something. I gotta do day shift tomorrow. It's not 6 a.m. Thank God. If I'm geared for something, that works. I mean, I could do 6 a.m. You know, and whatever you're geared to is what your biorhythm goes by. When it's fluctuating every week, that messes you up. We're going to be putting up a pretty white fence, one piece at a time. I think it's $80 a piece. It'll take a long time with the kind of income I have, but it'll get done. Sliced potatoes, unpeeled. These things got their peels on them. I like the peels. Turkey, sausage, and Hebrew National. Kosher hot dogs. Talking to the camera. Bit of a mess at the moment. They sold us a bed based on the sample, and the sample was a lot softer than the real bed. So we ordered a 4-inch memory foam topper. It's going to be sitting up really high. I might actually just ditch the box spring. I don't know. We're used to not being up so high. Oh man. Alright, well, I suppose I should go. Doing what I do. And I love all that is good.